Okay, please come to a comfortable seat on your mat, and we'll start with some breathing. I'm going to head on back there, and we'll get started. Take a moment just to find your posture and become self-aware of how you're sitting in space. And become specifically aware of your spine. Specifically aware of your spine. With your mind, you're going to sort of just take awareness of each area. You can actually start with the skull, and then the neck, upper back, mid back, low back, and hips. And again, just do this again. Every time I mention the word, just take your mind and feel and notice. That's all you have to do. You don't have to change it. Sometimes just by noticing it and becoming aware of it, shifts may happen. Just take a deep breath in. Notice the skull. And then the neck. To exhale. The upper back. The mid back. The low back. Hips. Do another breath round. You're going to inhale. Start to exhale. Skull, neck, upper back. Take a breath here. Mid back, low back, and hips. And now, pull your shoulders back a little bit. Squeeze them onto your back. You can even pull your elbows back a little bit to help tone those muscles of this is really the upper and the mid back area are being toned. You should feel a stretch across the chest. Maybe just gently lift your chin and take another deep breath in. Keep this shape and feel. Skull, then neck. Upper back, mid back, low back, hips. Good, relax that. Let your elbows come forward. You can even let your head rest forward, almost like you were resting on some sort of headrest. Let the back of the neck grow a little long. Take a deep breath here. And rather than me segment each part of the spine, just scan with your awareness from high to low. Good. Drop your head off to the left. So the right side is open. And then inhale back up. Take your head off to the right. Inhale back up. Press down on your knees with your hands and gently kind of pull forward. And as you pull forward, you open the chest again, open the throat again. This time, bring your ribs slightly forward. If you just sit up a little higher, do so that your low back moves into the body. Inhale, lift up. And scan the awareness from top to bottom, crown to tail. Keep breathing. Good. This time, place your left hand on your head and tilt the head over to the left. Let the weight of the hand, not the pulling of the arm, do the work. Inhale back up. Let's switch sides. Exhale, second side. Inhale back up. Stretch your hands forward and front. Touch your thumbs. Spread your fingers and kind of reach out with your hands. But as you reach out with your hands, gently pull your ribs back. So you're kind of broadening your upper back. This is a direct counter to what we did earlier when we squeezed our shoulders. Reach forward broaden your ribs back a little bit. You're not rounding, you're just broadening. Head still level. Good, now inhale, slide your hands up. Try to feel the shoulder blades go down your back as you do this. Just a little bit of tightness there to engage the muscles of pulling the shoulder blades down your back as you reach up. Excellent, really good. Extend your elbows best you can and relax down. Put your left hand on your right knee, gently push against it and start to spiral your spine. Take a deep breath here. And again, scan from crown to tail. And notice if you've rounded your spine at all. Try to still think that you're in a column. Your spine is upright, even as you twist. Inhale back to center. Let's take the right hand to the left knee, do the same thing, second center. I don't know about you, but this twist is totally different from the first side for my body. Inhale back to center. One more time, press the knees, the hands on the knees, and gently pull your shoulder blades back. Pull your elbows back. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades in against the spine. Gently lift your chin. Feel this bolstered nature. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze at the navel. One more time, inhale. Squeeze at the navel. And then notice down the back of your spine. Good, drop the head over to the left, the hand on the skull, the weight of the hand. This time you're going to stretch your right arm out on diagonal. And slowly tip your body toward the left. It's like almost like you're looking to kind of grab onto something with your right hand. It's just a little too far away. Good, inhale, come back up. Let's change sides. Place the right hand on the head, tip the neck first, and extend the left arm out. And then slowly tip the rest of the spine as well. Inhale back up. Let's rock forward. Tabletop pose. In tabletop pose, we're going to make sure we're bringing our shoulders over our wrists and press through the whole hand, including all fingertips. As you press through, gently hug the belly muscles toward the spine and lift your spine up toward the ceiling. When you lift your spine up towards the ceiling, that broadens the shoulder blades on your back. Let's breathe here for a few deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Keep the same thing, but lower down onto your forearms. If that doesn't feel good to you, just the same exact pose. You're going to press down through the palms and the elbows. Bring in the belly muscles and lift your whole spine. So you're not rounding your back. You're literally just lifting the whole spine to broaden the shoulder blades. And we'll hold this for 3, 2, and 1. Now what we're going to do is you can take a generous step back with your knees. A generous step back with your knees. And if you're really ready for it, you can just straighten your legs at this point. But you're going to take a generous step back with your knees to engage the core a little more. Push down with your knees and your arms as you lift the belly and then lift the spine. 3, 2, and 1. Replace the hands where the elbows were. So now we're in a plank, and you can go to full plank with the legs straight, or just generous step back with the knees. Practicing moderation that works for your body. Lift the belly, and then lift the spine. And this time, think about pushing the floor away. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend your elbows, slowly lower down onto the mat. Turn your head to one side. Inhale, lift up through your crown and pull your elbows back and in. Exhale, lower down, turn the other cheek. Inhale, lift up through your crown, pull the elbows back and down. Exhale, turn the other cheek. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn cheek. Inhale, lift. And then push all the way back, child posture. Take a deep breath. As you pull the hips back, inhale. And then bring yourself back up to the tabletop position. Same thing we worked on. You're going to push the ground down to lift the spine up. Almost feels like the back of your skull is trying to press towards the ceiling. And then step the right leg back, and you can lift the foot in the air. Right leg back and lift the foot in the air. Good. Keep holding this pose. The foot maybe is parallel with your hips. Push down on the ground to kind of lift the belly and lift the spine. Keep holding that leg out in the air. We're going to breathe. More challenging, you're going to put your left arm straight out as well as a crisscross stretch where both hands down is really nice because you get that push sensation on the earth. Breathing. And then release that knee. Inhale, extend the left leg straight up about the height of the hip. Work on pushing down the earth and lifting the spine and belly muscles. Breathing. Good, lower that leg down. Press the hands down and rotate the eyes of the elbow. That's the elbow crease. Rotate so the elbow crease points to the front of your mat rather than towards each other. And then go ahead, stretch your chin forward and up. As you stretch your chin forward and up, pull your shoulder blades down your spine. Breathe here. Keep this feeling in your body and push back downward facing dog pose. We'll hold this for about 5 breath counts. So we're still trying to send the chin forward today, still trying to send the shoulders down the spine today in this down dog. Breathe. And now step your feet as wide as the yoga mat. So it's a wider stance. And sink back, same downward dog, just a wider stance. Chin is forward. Shoulders are trying to move down your spine. Good. Exhale, lower down to your knees. And then bring them into tabletop again. This time you're going to lift your right leg out to the right. Maybe get the knee as high as the hip if that's available to you. Push down on the earth as you lift your spine, holding the pose. Aren't feeling any cramp or fatigue, you just lower the knee a little bit. Good. Now kick back, keeping the foot sort of parallel to the floor, so the pinky edge is along the ceiling. Press back with that leg, lift it up as high as it'll go, and then exhale, squeeze it underneath your body as you round your spine. Try to give your knee a kiss if that's available. It's not for me. and then release it to the earth. Inhale, take your left knee out, height of the hip. We're pushing down on the earth and trying to lift our spine and core. Breathe. Holding the pose. And now extend back through that leg. Pinky edge of the foot is parallel with the floor. Lift that leg as high as you can. Use the glute muscles to lift. And then pull in, squeezing, rounding the back. Tucking. And then release it down. Very good. Back the knees up. You can do this on your elbows or on your plank. We're going to hold the pose. Breathe here. 3 counts. 3, 2, and then one slowly lower down, the way that works for your body. Inhale, shoot your toes back, shoot your tailbone back as you curl up into cobra. Now squeeze the muscles of your spine and open your hands out wide. So you're floating, locust pose. Good, pull your elbows back so you can join the hands or just to shoot the hands back behind you, above the hips or near the hips. And then exhale, turn the head to one side, rest. Inhale, lift the arms up, hip, hands near the hip, lift up the crown. Breathe, using all the muscles of the back, squeezing them into the spine. Level 2, lift the leg, try to keep them straight, up off the ground. Toning the legs of the back chain. Part of the key to hip health is that the glute muscles and the low back muscles are supporting your movements. Exhale, turn the other cheek. Place the hands under your shoulders. Do a full push-up or just press back straight to downward facing dog. We'll be here 5 breath counts. Press down through your hands and try to pull your shoulder blades down your back. Down your back. Step the feet as wide as the yoga mat again. And you're going to shift your hips over to one side. And then shift your hips over to the other side. Excellent. Let's slowly now walk our feet forward. Forward fold near the front of our mat. You can use your blocks. Bring the weight over your feet. Inhale, rise up. Stretching up high into the sky. We're going to reach our arms out. You're going to bring the knee up no higher than the hip. The left knee, bring it up, height of the hip, pull it out, hold, and then step it down. Inhale, bring the right knee up, height of the hip, out, and then step it down. One more time each side. Left knee up, out, and then down. Right knee up, out, and then down. Good. We're going to reverse it. We're just going to add a movement. You're going to bring the left knee up, out, back to center, and then down. Right knee up, out, back to center, and then down. Good. Step your feet wide apart. Put your hands on your hips and just push your hips over to the right so your body tips to the left. Feel a stretch along the inner left thigh. Look down at the floor. And then slowly rotate your gaze to look at the ceiling. If it's available, you can lift your right arm straight to the ceiling as well. Stretching up and then start to wave that arm over the side body. And then inhale, come up. Good. Hands on the hips. Push our hips over to the left. Inner thigh stretch. Look down. Breathe. Nice and slow. If it feels okay on your neck, you're gonna rotate and look up, straight up at the ceiling. You're kind of looking, I'm gazing over the left shoulder, lift the left arm straight up like a flagpole. So you're staring at your thumb. And if you'd like, continue that movement over the body, like a rainbow. Inhale, come all the way up. Good, stretch both arms high to the sky. Turn the heels in and squat down. Take a deep breath, let your head grow heavy. Inhale, swoop it all up. Inhale, reach up high to the sky. Pivot the feet out, parallel with the mat again. Hands on your hips, same exact sequence. Push your hips over to the right. Look down. Slowly, using your gaze, drawing a line as you look up. It's available, reach the right arm up, straight like a flagpole. And then slowly send it over the left side. Inhale, come up. Change sides. Push the hips over to the left and look down to the right. Looking over the shoulder. Nice and slow. Rotate the neck, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, lift up the left arm. Stretching up high in the sky and taking it overhead if you like. Inhale, back up. Pivot the heels in. Exhale, drop down low, squat pose. Take a deep breath. Let the head get a little heavy here. Sink the hips down as well. Good, shift the weights firmly over the feet. Press down as you inhale, rise up. Pivot the heels out again, back to parallel. Reach up high into the sky. You're gonna pull your elbows apart like field goal posts or cactus arms. You're gonna pull down and back with your elbows, down and back with your hands, down and back with your shoulders. Breathe and open across your chest, inhale. Stay in the shape. You can push back through your inner thighs so your low back comes into the body, or a little bit of a back arch. Take a deep breath here, start to send your chin up to the ceiling. Send your chin up to the ceiling, keep pulling down with the elbows and shoulder blades. Reach up with your chin, keep breathing. Good, bring your body back up to neutral. Slide the hands down your legs, any amount, as you bow forward. Pull that few deep breaths as you bow forward. Rotate the pelvis on the thighs, over the leg bones. Good. Push your sit bones, almost like feel that your hamstrings are pulling down as you use that to help lift your body back up to standing. Inhale, stretch the arms up high to the sky. Good, pull the arms down, cactus arms, looking up, chin goes straight towards the ceiling. Elbows go down and back, shoulders down and back. Open across the chest this way, open the chin. Breathe into it. Good, the palms go down the sides of the legs as you bow, return your spine to neutral. If you have your blocks, you can find them or put your hands down on the mat. And step your right foot back along the edge. So your left foot's on the left edge of your mat, and the right foot's on the right edge of your mat. The opposite edge, that is. Right? So you have a nice wide lunge stance. Let's hold here for a moment. Right leg, straighten it. Push through that knee, through the foot, and then bend your left knee forward. Breathe. If you can walk or take a hop kind of move with your right foot, step a little further back. Try to keep your knee, your left knee, right over your heel. You can scoop that foot back any further and then drop the knee down to the ground, the back knee. You drop the knee down to the ground. You can push down with your arms and look up. So this is a long crescent lunge, a long and wide crescent lunge. Good. You're going to step back to plank pose, full plank. You're welcome to do this on your knees. Push down. The same energy or action we've used all class so far. Push down with your arms. Lift your belly muscles, and then lift your whole spine. Good. Downward facing dog pose. Pull the shoulder blades down the back as you gently slide the chin forward. Walk your feet to the front of your mat. Shift your weight into the heels and then press like your hamstrings are pulling down to lift you up. Inhale, reach up high to the sky. Step your feet as wide as the mat. Exhale, slide the hands down the legs. Forward, wide-legged, semi-wide-legged forward fold. Shift your weight over to your right foot and slide the left foot back along the edge of your mat. So you're in a wide lunge, wide and long lunge. Think about keeping that front knee over the heel. And if that's available to you and you'd like to, you can step the foot back a little further than probably you'd want to do this lunge if you were upright. Go back even a little further so you find that edge for yourself where your muscles are still engaged, but there's a stretch happening. And then drop the back knee. Good. With the back knee down, push down with your hands and slide the chin up. Call this like I think it's called a lizard or something. A deep hip opener because the arms are inside the front thigh. Just a variation of a crescent lunge. Put your hands on the mat, step back. Plank pose, you can narrow your stance a little bit. Engage those actions that we worked on and breathe here. Come down to your knees if you're not already. Lower down through plank. Squeeze your shoulder blades onto your back. Lift up through cobra. Flip the hands, reach the hands out in front. Keep drawing the shoulder blades down your spine. Breathe and hold. Good. Place the hands down. Push back, child's posture. Deep breathing. Inhale, back up to tabletop posture. Shoulders over your hands. Bring your left leg back, parallel with the floor. And now pull that leg across. You're pulling your left leg over to the right. So if you looked over your right shoulder, you could see your foot. Good. On one exhale, pull your left knee all the way towards your left elbow and look at your left and look at the elbow. Inhale, swing it straight back and then arc it over. Look at the foot again. So you're using your gaze, help open the neck. Exhale, pull the knee all the way wide and around in an arc shape toward your left elbow. Inhale, back, and then open it across. And then exhale, squeeze, last one. See if you can drop it under you and touch the opposite elbow. And then replace. Nice work. Second side, here we go. Shoulders over wrists. Lift up the right leg straight parallel with the floor if you can. It can be a little less than that. Don't overdo it. Honor your body. Then you're going to swing that foot over to the opposite, to your left, and stare at the foot if you can.
Squeezing the muscles of the left side ribs. Exhale, pull that knee forward and in, all the way across to the right elbow. Inhale back and arc it across. Look over the shoulder. See the toe. Exhale, pull it in. Look at that right elbow and knee. Inhale back and across. Exhale, pull it in. And then straight back. Oh no, hold on. We hold it. Let's do one more. Back and across. If I did an uneven amount, we'll just have to do the whole thing again and get the numbers right. Exhale, pull it back. And then we're touching our right knee to our right elbow. So you can swing it across and touch the knee to the opposite elbow. And then return to neutral. Downward facing dog pose. Walk it forward. Forward bend at the front of the mat. Take a deep breath here and stretch your crown forward into flat back. Hold the pose as you draw the belly muscles in. Deep breath in. See if you can hover your hands, still staying in flat back pose. Arms can get out like wings. Arms can be extended straight out in front of you, more challenging that way. Move the shoulder blades down your spine. Move the hamstrings down to sort of pull the hips. You can think about pulling your sit bones down to lift yourself up, arms in the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. So let's take our left arm up. Let's work a little bit on our balance again. Left arm's in the sky. Left arm's in the sky. You're going to shift into your right foot. Shift into your right foot. You're actually going to put your right arm out for counterbalance, like you're an air traffic control person. And now you're going to slide your right, no, I'm sorry. You're going to slide your left toe. So the left arm's in the air, up. It's the left toe that slides back as far as it can go. Even lean forward if you have to. Keep touching the floor with your left toe. You can lean forward, you can kind of bend your standing knee if you need to. And once you get that toe as far back as it'll go, now plant your foot and come up warrior one. Nice, nice posture. You can bend that front knee a little deeper. If you want a longer stance now, go right ahead. But this should be a pretty good spot for you, for your warrior one. Good. Bow, place your hands on blocks or the floor in front of you. And then rock forward, lift your back leg straight into the sky so your head and foot are parallel with the earth, if possible. And then swing that leg down. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach the arms up high to the sky. And bring the left arm out. Right arm stays up in the air. You're going to shift your weight over to your left foot. And then find your tippy toe of your right foot. Nice and slow. Start to slide it back. You can lean forward as much as you need to. Arms are out for counterbalance. Still just having the big toe on the earth as far back as it'll go. Find that edge. And then plant the foot from there, warrior one. Everyone's able to do that without wall supports. You still staying in contact with the floor, just finding your balance. Breathe in warrior one. Push through the front knee, and that front knee can be over the heel. Yeah, bend your front knee over the heel. There you go. Exhale, place the hands on the blocks. Rock forward, lift up. Crown and foot level with the earth if possible. And then swing that leg down by your side. Position your weight over your feet first, then lift up. Just make sure your back is supporting you. Reach up high to the sky. Same sequence, adding a pose. We're gonna take our right arm out. Left arm stays up. Put your weight over your right leg and then slowly draw the toe back along the mat as far as it'll go. Far back as it'll go. You can reach out, go back further. When you're as far out as you can go, then plant that back foot down, swoop up, warrior one, and bend your front knee deeply this time. Good, deep breath. Bend your elbows, place your hands behind your head and turn and look over at your right elbow. As you look at your right elbow, lean back, press your head against your hands, open your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades. You can even twist a little bit. Twist your right shoulder back. Good, let's drop our hands to the blocks. Some of us are gonna come right back to the same pose we did. Body parallel, left leg in the air. If you wanna try a little more challenge, you're gonna take your left hand and you're gonna touch your right leg, the standing leg. Most challenges put both hands on the standing leg, but don't lose your balance. Keep a tripod. I guess keep a bipod, which will be one hand and a leg, or both hands could find that leg. Good. Bend both knees, bring the feet down, inhale, come up. Hands to your heart. Take a moment, take a breather. Get ready for our last side of this segment. Right arm up, left arm out. Shift your weight to your left and nice and slow, slide the right toe back as far as you can. You can bend the knee, you can lean forward. Bring a long warrior one. Then once that toe is as far back as it can go with balance, plant and lift up warrior one. Good, nice open postures, everyone, really nice. Interlace the fingers behind the head and turn the gaze this time to the left. Gently press the head into the pocket of the hands. Leaning back, open the spine more this way. And some of us are actually going to twist and pull the left shoulder back. Keep the front knee bending. We tend to want to unbend as we twist. Reach up, plant the hands down in front, and lift off into your tripod warrior three. Some of us will think about removing one hand and putting it on the standing leg. Or maybe both hands. Breathe. Control the mind. Lift your belly, lift your spine straight up like we did with the other poses. This stabilizes your spine, engages your core when we do this action. Good. Bend the knees, drop out of your pose. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a nice wide stance on your yoga mat. Wide stance on your yoga mat. Outer feet parallel, please, if you can. Put your right hand on your right hip and push your hips to the left. So you're tipping. Similar pose earlier, but the stance is a little shorter. Look over at your right foot. Now see if you can pivot. Keep looking at your foot and pivot so the toe is turned out 90 degrees. Awesome. You can kind of push with the hand again, send your hips even further back behind you. It's kind of looking like triangle pose, right? As you tip your body a little further, slowly rotate your gaze all the way to the ceiling again, like we just did earlier, but it's a much longer stance now. You can look at the ceiling, send your left arm to the sky. Breathe here. Very nice posture. Keep breathing. Okay, inhale, push down through your front foot to rise up. Bend your front knee, which is the right one, warrior two pose. Hold the pose here, a few breaths. As you bend your front knee, keep pressing down with your back foot, stretching the inner thighs. And then let's return to neutral. Arms overhead, feet parallel. Just lengthen that spine, lift the shoulder blades this time. And then bring the arms down by your sides again. Nice and steady, here we go. Hands on your hips. Push with the left hand. So your hips go to the right. And look down at the left foot. This is the foot that, this side should have the stretch happening, if you're looking at your left foot. And then if you feel available to you, you're gonna pivot the toes 90 degrees. You turned your leg open. And you can send the hips back further now. You can go into a classical triangle with that bottom arm or just leave it in that wedge of your hip crease. And nice and slow, rotate your gaze to look over the right shoulder. And then if it's available, sprout your right arm to the ceiling. And breathe as the pose deepens. It'll deepen naturally from here. Push down through your front hip. Inhale to come up. Bend your front knee. Warrior two arms. Classic warrior two shape here now. Really nice posture, everyone. Inhale, bring the arms up to the sky. Let's make the feet parallel, long spine. Imagine that you're in between two panes of glass, so the front body and the back body are equally lengthened. A lot of times when we lift up, we open the front more than the back. Just be mindful of the back body as well. And just let your forehead rest a little bit forward. As you rest your forehead a little bit forward, send your thumbs back. Good. Exhale, slide the hands down the legs. You can bend your knees here. Hinging at the hips. Then release your spine, tipping the bowl of the hips forward even further. And release the skull if you'd like. Few deep breaths here. Walk your hands to the short edge of your mat. Whatever the front short edge of your mat is, walk your hands that way. And then step back, plank pose. Breathe here, pushing down the earth. You can bring your legs as close together as it works for your body and kind of squeeze inward a little bit. But don't let your knees be closer than your feet. So the knees and feet are equidistant apart. And you gently hug in. Maybe the legs hug against each other. Breathing. Bend your knees partly, don't let them touch the ground. Hover. Keep breathing. One more time, back to plank pose. Keep breathing. You can do the whole thing on your knees if you'd like, no worries. Bend the knees, hover. And then lower down all the way. Inhale, cobra pose. Shoot your toes back behind you. Exhale, turn onto the cheek, rest. Inhale, hover. Cobra. Exhale, turn onto the other cheek, rest. Inhale, come up and push back, downward facing dog pose. We're gonna be a few breaths. In your downward facing dog, bend your knees part way. And then swing your knees over to your left. So you've opened up your left ribs and look under your left armpit. Keep pushing through your knees, stretching that side body. And then slowly, don't change your body, but slowly look over at the other shoulder. Inhale back to center, downward dog. Bend your knees a little and swing them over to your right. Look under your right armpit. As you look under, kind of push through those knees a little bit further. Arms are strong and steady. If you'd like, turn the gaze and look at your left shoulder. Ungumming, these are called the serratus anterior, I think. Serratus muscles, usually just shorthand. These tiny feather-like muscles, or thin muscles, not that tiny, under the shoulders, on the side ribs. Push back, downward facing dog. Come on down to your knees. Inhale, dig with your fingertips into the mat and curl forward, lifting your chin, strong back arch, engaging your back muscle. Breathe. Gently neutralize your spine. Push up, hover knees, walk it forward into forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Step your right foot towards that right front corner of your mat. Doesn't really matter where. You're gonna put your arms out like you're gonna glide. And your left toe is gonna kind of go back on a diagonal. Good. Now, what I'm gonna invite you to do is take your right hand and brace it on your right thigh, the quadricep. And like we did earlier, this time we're gonna try and land in warrior two. So you're gonna bend your standing leg even more deeply and keep walking that back toe back. And this time, pivot the foot all the way in. So it opens your stance and come up warrior two. Nice, should be a nice long warrior two. Now take your right elbow, perch it, don't collapse on it. Perch it on your right thigh and go side angle pose. Left arm goes over your head. Good, push down with your right elbow. Try to bring your spine away from your right elbow. Good, put your left hand, that's the top hand, down on a block or on the floor. Lift your back heel and twist your lunge, spiral your spine to the right and look over the right shoulder. Good, start to straighten the front leg, bow over the front leg a little bit. And then step forward and come out of your pose. Lift up high into the sky, exhale, hands to your heart. Breathe a few deep breaths here, nice sequence, a little complicated, hung in there, good for you. You're gonna put your left foot in the front left quadrant of your mat. It's probably the front left eighth of your mat, actually. Arms are like wings to help you balance. Lean forward. And you're gonna take a wide arc with your right big toe. A wide arc with your right big toe. Keeping it on the floor. Bend and load your front leg. This will help you get further away, stay balanced. Then you pivot that foot open and come up, warrior two. Really nice. Breathe here. Hook the elbow on the thigh and take the, perch it, not hook it, perch is a better word. Take the right arm overhead, side angle pose. You actually point it towards the front edge of your mat. It's a straight line from your fingers, your top fingers, to your back foot. Straight line. Yeah. Try to lift your spine away from your left elbow. Nice. Way to stabilize those side body muscles. Good for you. Take the right hand down on a block or on the floor. And you're gonna, as you twist, your back heel will lift. That's cool. And then twist open to the, actually twisting close. Twisting towards your front thigh. It's to your left. Neutralize. You can straighten your front leg a little bit, bowing over it. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And step out of your mat. Front to the front of your mat. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Really nice work. Good stuff. All right, let's turn our palms to face forward. Plant your feet about hips distance apart. Bring your hands in line with your hips. Let's return to an idea we had earlier in class about our spine and space. You're going to perch your skull, almost float your skull. Like you're being pulled up into the air. So the front and the back of your skull is evenly rising. And then just perch your throat so that your throat is long. Pull your fingers downwards to help draw the shoulders downwards. Nice. Keep breathing, focusing on your posture. Squeeze your waistline. It's kind of a weird instruction, but you can tone these side body muscles. One other way to do it is to kind of pull your elbows into your side a little bit. Try to squeeze the waistline. Even squeeze your hips towards each other. It's a strange instruction, but this tones the outer leg muscles. Squeeze your hips towards each other. And then push straight down through your knees into your feet. Push straight down through your knees into your feet. Even your toes receive body weight. And just feel what happens to your posture. Breathe in this shape. This is what your skeleton would like to walk around in all day. Our personality sometimes gets in the way of that. Just let the skeleton appreciate this freedom and spaciousness for a few moments. And start to relax. As you relax your muscles, just notice how your body responds to that. What happens at the knees, what happens at the shoulders, and what happens at your neck as we return more to our habit, or really the body language of our personality. Let's do that exercise one more time. Now that we know what to expect, we're going to kind of create that aligned skeleton, hold it for a few breaths, and then see when we release the effort to hold the shape, how our body comes back into its day-to-day posture. Okay, so feet hips distance apart. Try to make the outer feet parallel. Let's start by floating the crown. The front and the back of the crown evenly lift. Lengthen your throat. One way to lengthen your throat is to pull your fingers down on the diagonal to give your space between your ears and shoulder. Good. Keep pulling down through the fingertips, lifting up through the crown and chest. Squeeze at the side of the ribs and squeeze at the hips a little bit. And then from there, push straight down through your knees into the feet, the whole foot, not just the heel. And breathe in this posture. This is called mountain pose. Well named, I think. Stay with it. You can lose attention too easily. The body will already start to release the pose. Refocus your mind. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly just be aware as you release the effort of the pose. What starts to happen? I gotta say, I maintain it a little more this time. You're not able to find your old self, your personality, and still keep some of the essence of that pose. I certainly can feel it. My back muscles are more supportive of me here. I think I like it so much. Let's try one more time. I'm liking this today. Lift up through the crown, front and back. Pull down through the fingertips to make space in the neck. Squeeze at the side ribs and squeeze in at the hips. Push down through your knees, evenly through the whole foot. And feel. I'll count the breaths for you. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. In. We're gonna do 5. Out. That's 3. In. Out. Last one. In. Out. And now notice as you release what shifts. Keep breathing, keep noticing. Slowly start to bend your knees. All the way down to kneeling posture. You can separate your feet and either sit in between your heels or sit on a prop, block, pillow, anything. You have enough space there to protect your knee joints. Do a little breathing work here. You can hold your hands in your lap. We're going to work on extending our exhales. I'm going to count for you the first couple rounds, and then you'll add to the count, or you can create your own count. And inhale 4, we're going to exhale 6. If this number doesn't work for you for any reason, you just find your own ratio where the exhale is 2 counts longer than the inhale. Then we'll try adding 4 counts longer. Here we go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to increase the count 4 and 8. Again, make your own numbers if that works better for you. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. Inhale 4. Exhale 8. Inhale 4. Exhale 8. Couple more rounds at your own. Count to yourself. Gently rock forward off of your seat. Bring the left knee forward and walk the right knee back into a pigeon posture. Keep the breathing going. Stay in the meditative breath work. Once you find a pigeon that works for you today, keep the breath going. Stay in the breath work. Slowly transition. Other leg forward. Stay in the breath work. Stay in the mindful state. Shift onto that hip. Swing the leg all the way around to your front of your mat. And slowly start to lower down onto your back. As you lower down, bring the left knee into your body. Slide the right leg out. And then pull the knee across the body into a twist. Roll back to neutral. Pull the right knee into your body. Slide the left leg out. And then take the bent knee across the body into a twist. Stay with the extended exhale. Down, regulate your nervous system. Roll back to center. Bend your knees so your feet are flat on the floor. Push down through your legs and arms. Lift up, bridge pose. Try to keep your knees from falling apart. Let the shoulders slide down the back, but the back of the neck stay long without collapsing. Lower down. One more time, press the feet down, press the arms down, bridge pose. Keep breathing. Exhale, lower down. And extend your legs out. Press the body into the earth. Make sure your arms and legs have space. Make sure your chin is neither too close nor too lifted away from your chest.
Stretch your limbs. Press up to a comfortable seat. Thanks so much for practicing. Namaste.